Back to work. Back to work. So, we got stuff to do. Finish the clothing, and then move on to some other stuff. I guess we'll start the basic rig after we finish the. No, where's the UV map? Oh. Man, I did not. I was napping earlier. I did not get up. I think my sleep quality has been really, really. Of course, the internet's shit now. One second, I'm gonna restart the stream. I restarted the internet yesterday, didn't do jack shit, so. Try something else. Still terrible. All right, sorry, I'm gonna do some. One second, y'all. I'm gonna try changing some settings on my router. Where did my phone go? Wonderful. Okay. I'm gonna try changing some stuff in my router because your router's login URL. I'm about to. What? Not a meeting. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm trying to log into my router right now. This is the right spot. And here's the sketch. What it is, a Dutter's face cam. I'm trying to see if I can fix my router settings because the internet is just so bad lately. I'm gonna go take a look at my router and see if I can figure out what's going on. Here. I want to log into Optim. Hello, Era. Hope things are fixed from this morning, though. Thank you. Lord of Retopo mastered the craft of topoing via the re. Via the re! Hello, Cyberlicious. Cam only. I'm trying to log into my router. See if I can change some settings. I thought I'd be able to do it just through my web browser, but it keeps bringing me to the website of the company. Very laggy, yes. Yes, it is. Well, I do have a direct connection, which is why I'm confused why it's so slow. Fucking stupid. That's what it is. I just need to buy a new router. As for modem with no router, yeah. I just need to go buy one. Just not deal with their bullshit. Alright, back to work. Sorry everyone, it's gonna be laggy. And this will be the last day of it because I'm gonna go get a new router today. I can't keep putting up with this bullshit. But back to this. Back to this. Also, hello everyone. Welcome. take these. I want to dissolve the verts there, so I can put a cut here like this and this. Okay. Dissolve this one. J. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Powerful. I'm tired of having bad internet. No more. This is the last day of it. I'm either going to go buy a new router or make sure I see if I can get into my router settings, see if there's something I can change on my end, or go buy a new router. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can space these properly. Space. And space. Are on Wi-Fi or Ethernet? I'm on Ethernet. Which is part of the reason I find this so upsetting. It's like I really shouldn't. What's nuts about it is my brother has no problem. His internet never has any trouble. It's only my computer. So I think that I'm getting throttled, personally. I think that I'm just getting throttled because I'm streaming. That's my only guess. That I do not know. And I'm sure it'd be very different if I tested it right now than what my usual one is. But it should be... We got the fastest option, if I remember correctly. Second fastest or something. Should be more than enough. More than. Let's adjust this one here. I know a lot of providers only offer 10 megabytes up. Well, it's funny because, like, most of the time I actually just don't have any trouble. Or lately, I've been having a lot more trouble. But usually I don't have any trouble streaming. It just seems to have really gotten really bad lately. I don't know. Trying to force folks to get business class net at insane prices. Well, I am going to be moving soon, and I do have fiber there at the new place that I'll be moving to. I'm pretty pumped about that. Good. I fucking love having gigabyte internet service. Yeah. I miss it. I miss it. Interesting. This little cut here is no good. Let's move these edges back onto the little boundary here. Even if that seems a little odd. Well, that's definitely okay. There, yes. Whew. Man, really odd today. Oh. Oh well. Like I was happy with what I had. 8040, but gigabyte is just yes. Yes. It just does what you want when you want it. Okay, cool. We just have this collar up top now. So extrude this. I think I need to bring these edges together here on the clothing. Let's see, looking. I either need to bring it together or form a little gap. I think what I'll actually do is this. That way there won't be the baking won't get messed up there. Let's say retopo clothing. Clothing. Whew. All right. Gotta get my brain in gear. That's like the last few days, I've taken a nap and I've just actually woken up feeling really upset. I don't know how else to describe it. Like it's not. It doesn't seem to be restful. Like I'm not getting enough rest. Maybe. I don't know. Like wake up and I'm like, I'm kind of grumpy. I'm like not a grumpy person. Could be destroying your sleep cycles with these naps. I have been sleeping very poorly outside of this. Maybe I'll get some of that tonight. Bye. And let's go ahead and duplicate and apply. Just not getting enough rest or too much. Probably not enough. I'd be surprised if I was getting too much. Be reaching superhuman levels of endurance. Bam. Boom. Bam. Okay. There. Nice. That looks good. Space. Space. Do I want to space things that way? I think so. And then this guy, this corner here, to do about that. To do. Break the nap cycle! Break free. Break free. That looks good. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can delete this. And what we'll do is just take this section, duplicate it, 0.6sx, just bring it in onto the other side, and then in this way. Go look for now. Have fun, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. One. There. Try to mirror it as best we can. Anyone have any fun weekend plans? Up to anything cool? All right, that looks dope. Whoa. Okay, feeling better now. Man, there really is something about the like lately. It's just then every time I nap, I like feel worse. Usually it feels like I'm resting, but now I just feel like I'm sabotaging myself. Okay, but brain getting back online. Probably just me being on my iPad when I'm on a break or something. The news has been really awful lately. This spot's going to be a little challenging right here. This little gap. How apparent is that with the body? Oh, hello! Welcome, Wendy. Welcome back. It is the afternoon now. Friday afternoon. Nice enough. All right, look at that. Let the tab open, but open other tabs on top. Where's that voice coming from? Hmm. Oh, balls. Not have included those. Go ahead and duplicate, apply. Nick Kazar, welcome. Is Procreate suitable for beginners? Yes. Procreate's just a drawing app. And I think it's better than Photoshop, personally. At least for if you're going to be doing drawing. If you're going to be doing drawing and illustrations and stuff, I think it's fantastic. I use it pretty frequently as well. Besides, drawing on a tablet or it's really nice. Like an actual iPad or something. I think that's almost better than working on a computer most of the time. Look at that. Double body. It does clip on the breasts, but I'm not too concerned about that. Bye-bye, Nick. That's what we want. Now, I'm going to give it just the smallest amount of offset. Interesting. No offset. Should be above surface. Okay, I'm not seeing that the points beneath the surface. I'm seeing the faces cutting through. Okay, that's better. Back to zero. Well, yeah, like that. Like it to be above the surface just a little. And then we'll apply. And we should be good right there. I don't see any gaps in the middle. That back. Here. Right here. All right. We'll save that. And we'll move on to other elements of the clothing that need retopology. This little strap here, we can duplicate, send over to Retopo Clothing. This should be pretty easy, because I can just get rid of the bevel, and bam, done. Easy peasy. And then probably the same with the shoulder pads too. They still have subdivision? They do. Yeah, so we can just take these, duplicate, send over to couple clothing as well. We can recombine them now. Saying half PayPal is now overcharging me for some reason. Oh, uh-oh. That's something I would need to fix on my end, or just PayPal in general? Well, let me know if you need to do anything there. Charging an extra $10 for some reason. I wonder if tax was left on. Points. I don't see. That's interesting. Yeah, I did get the. Wait. Oh. 350. I think that's right. Well, let me know, because it looks right on my end. But gotcha. Yeah, conversion can be weird sometimes. Maybe convert beforehand and then send it over. Just the wraps. The wraps will be interesting. First, we need to actually finish the wraps, because right now they're intersecting. We're going to get really terrible bait from how they're set up currently. So what we want to do is go through and displace these. I'm going to go to weight paint. We'll be able to set the displace to, yeah, mid-levels, 0.5. Means if I painted 0, or that's not how that works. Okay, that's fine. Hello, DM. Welcome. Hello. Good afternoon. You're not going to get the very best exchange rates you see on Google when you're exchanging your currency, as there will be fees on top of that. They have different extra fees, so that's why I was mentioning it. I know PayPal just rolled out some changes today, including to Gumroad's policies. By the way, if you're a Gumroad or creator out there and use Gumroad products, um, some of you may have already seen this, but Gumroad now no longer supports not safe for work products. And that's actually due to PayPal, not to Gumroad, which is interesting. Um, anyone out there has not safe for work Gumroad products, you will need to um, probably make sure it isn't. Good question. I think it depends on how obvious you make that. But definitely a good question. Hey, Josh. Hey, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? We're working on some retopology, sculpting and stuff, so welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Make thumbnail safe work description, outfit toggles down. Exactly. Exactly. Nose goes for that kind of stuff. Little secret. You could probably also do something where like optional downloads included and it links to like a Google Drive download or something. That's really, you just have to be careful. Certainly you don't want your products to, your account or something to be delisted. This one. Boom. All right, that looks good. Cool. Right. Yeah, I'll be back. Bye, Mom. Bye. Very briefly. And she's off again. All right. I think these are a little thinner, I think. It's too thin. So now for these objects, we will make a circle of 8 with a subdivision and a shrink wrap. With a subdivision shrink. And the target will, of course, be those. I'm going to turn off the mirror for right now while we get this done. And do that. I think we'll just put it right at the end. Okay. So now that we've done that, we'll smooth it, apply the subdivision, apply that shrink wrap, and we're going to go through and add one more layer of cuts there. Should I include gaps? Should I include gaps? I'm going to say no, because it's going to make my life a little bit easier. What we'll do is leave this here. Good. Kept the shrink wrap. And then I actually will duplicate it. Move the shrink wrap. On our duplicate here, delete the edges, take the whole thing, and just shrink it down so it kind of fits on the inside. Cool. And then turn the shrink wrap back on. It should fill in any cool. All right, that's awesome. Okay. Now, what? Now what? Take the tube we just worked on and send that to skull clothing. Okay, so we finished the clothing, we finished the body, we have the eyebrows done, we have the teeth and tongue done. Actually, the eyebrows are not done, so that's pretty much hair. The The hair is going to be the hard part. Hardish. I already made a topo hair object. We also need to do the horns. Okay, so for these ones, duplicate and send the whole thing into retopo hair. And what we need to do in here is basically just remove the bevel from everything. Should basically be it. Unwrap them. $37,000 still, though, is from the hair. So let's set this stuff. Turn it all the way down, I guess. Simple now. Still very, very dense. Is there anything else contributing to this? This is only 3,000 in here. Ah, it's these things. 0. These also have a subdivision. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay. Eyelashes now. Bum, 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 bum. Move this a little bit closer to me. Hello. Hello. Take these, duplicate, send to retopo hair. Retopo hair. I don't care. Subdivision down once. Apply, solidify, apply. Actually, for the solidify, I think I can just turn off the back. Only rim? Yeah. Apply. So, simple. These guys don't have as much resolution as I thought. Apply that. Go into here. I don't want to change too much. Dissolve these layers. Dissolve the edges we won't see. Okay. Beautiful. Powerful. Godly. And finally, on the sculpt body, or retopo body, we have our antlers here, and we can just turn those down. Here, apply. Okay. So, kind of moment of truth in a way. What is our current vertex count? Nice. Hey, look at that. There we go. Retopo done. Retopo done. Now for the clothing here, the cloth, um, we'll need to make the back of the cloth. So I think after we bake it, what I'll do is duplicate kind of this lower section and flip it, and then just kind of fill it in on the back side. That way I can reuse the texture we make for the front and for the back, or for the front side, on the inside. That should be a nice quick fix. And then I don't have to use more of my UV maps. Wee-oo! Wee-oo! All right. Good Friday. I got new friends who can help me, and your stream makes me very happy. I'm glad to hear that, Skyfire. It's good to hear you're getting some new buddies. And welcome. We just finished up doing the retopology for a character here. I will get help with my avatar plans. Exciting. Very exciting indeed. Okay, we're gonna make a backup copy now and start UV mapping. We'll start the body. I'm gonna start slicing. So I started blasting. And chop off the head. Chop off that head. Ah, I didn't finish the lips for my retopology. I think I don't need to worry about that too much right now. All right, look at that. Et voila. We're going to give the body a veil body material. What kind of avatar are you making, Skyfire? UV or UVs. There we go. And we'll say 2048. Color grid. Oh, and we also need to slice off the boob. It could have been said differently, but a German Shepherd. Okay, very cool. Bark, 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 bark. Do I cut off this whole segment, or do I cut off this segment? Let's start with this one. I may not even need to cut it. Well, that's very exciting. Very exciting. Is this your personal OC or a? What are your plans? Do, 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 do. Well, this one should be here, like that. Shared the rep sheet in art. Sorry, my audio output got bugged, so I did not hear if you said something. Oh, that's no problem. My stream is very laggy, so it's probably more on my end. One day I'll get that fixed. Had to switch for stereos from Oculus. Gotcha. Okay. Let's take a look. That's right. You sent a few of them. Is there one in particular? Let's see. Which one looks like a German Shepherd? This one? This one here? No. Hello, Adamant. Welcome. Oh, very cool. Nice. Charming. Very charming. And that's perfect ref sheet for making the avatar. That's gonna help a lot. Like exactly what you would want to start with. I assume last one in art share. Yeah, I think I must have just looked at it just before that. Or something. Maybe I scrolled up. Very cool. That is exciting. Very good, doggo. I'm just a dog. I'm just a doggo. You know? How's the day going, Adamant? What are you up to? I'm once again delayed. Well, it's me. It's not you. I'm so tired of tech problems. So tired of tech problems. I want perfect technology. All this AI advancement, and still Windows still sucks.
Working on a fluffy Jolteon commission. Ooh, extra fluff. Ah, I should have cut the shoulder. Hmm. Weird. What happened? What happened? Gotcha. Right here. Accidentally cleared the seam. There we go. He's got the floof. Extra floof. Also, I've got finally some good requests. I'm working on a husky sheet for my two new friends from side, back, and front views. Exciting. Have you considered doing commissions? Or perhaps these are commissions? And one of them even shared VRC Plus for me, so I was able to share my world to community labs. So my Friday is super awesome. Oh, interesting. That is cool. Did it require someone else to do that? Or maybe your ranking was a little different? Also, are you in VR right now? And if so, what are you using to type? Sorry, not to throw a bunch of questions at you at once, but I just do them for fun. I wanted to help them probably fix one of their avatar issues with paws having gaps. Gotcha. And hopefully I'm not overwhelming you with just a bunch of questions if you're working at the same time. I was very curious. Not in VR at this time. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Because I remember you sharing that image yesterday of you working or um, being in your VR world and watching the stream. So I'm curious if you were typing at the same time. Because that'd be pretty impressive. An impressive feat to type and be in VR at the same time. I feel like I'm not quite coordinated enough for that. Okay, yeah, I appreciate that. Can work in VR and type with virtual desktop. And is that like a? I have virtual desktop, but you'd still be using your keyboard. Um, I'm assuming. Interesting. These ones go here. There's a hovering one you point at with your controllers. I don't think I've ever been able to use those properly. I always struggle a little bit. Hello, Dr. Pippa K. Welcome back. Good afternoon. How's the retopology going? We just finished all the retopology, and now we're moving on to UV mapping. Takes some getting used to, but does work. Same as people that use text chat in VRC. I was thinking like you could have like a chest harness with like a little keyboard. I don't know how feasible that is, but I'm always intrigued by the workflow possibilities of VR. If you can touch type, then it would work. It could work. Gotcha. Yeah, I suppose. If you had a keyboard that had touch sensitivity, that'd be so handy. Where it's like it knows if you're where you're resting your fingers before you type. Then you could just visualize where your hands are on the keyboard. I bet there are keyboards like that. I might look into getting one of those. By the way, Sam, is it possible someday to meet you at VRChat as well? I appreciate you asking. I've been thinking of doing some community meetups, especially now that people are sharing so much art. I was thinking it'd be cool to do like like an art share or like a weekly, maybe probably I'm gonna say monthly for now, so I don't over commit myself, but maybe a monthly like meetup to everyone share like their art for the month or something like that. I think that'd be really fun because I really enjoy the like creative aspect of the community we're building. Water Wolf event starting about an hour. Let's all go dance. Water Wolf. Low prov playing at 9. Wow, my brain. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. My brain really stumbled on that one. Uh, well, certainly, I won't be able to join myself. I'll still be working for another 2 hours or so, and then I'm gonna go play racquetball, with my little cousins, my little itty bitty cousins. But I do want to start doing more. I have the desire to do more stuff in VRChat, but I am a little lazy when it comes to that kind of thing. So I feel like I may need a little prompting to eventually end up doing that. Not lazy, I'll just keep working if nothing else happens. I'm a workaholic. Always an open video invite to wing meets on Saturdays. Well, I appreciate that, Wendy. Appreciate that. What is a water wolf? What is water wolf event? I personally don't know. This is the first time I've heard of it. Boom. 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 Some of these tufts get destroyed. So probably have to slice a few of those off, but for now I'll leave them alone. on the rest of the body. Friendly atmosphere. Waterwolf is a community. They do a lot of music events, pop-ups. Friendly atmosphere. I've had a good time at the events I've managed to go to. All right, y'all. We're doing our secret hand unwrap. How to unwrap a hand. De-glove, one might say. Now do I do it? Forget. This. That does sound very fun. And it's cool to see so many communities popping up in VR. For a while there, the only thing I would do in VRChat would go to, I don't remember the world name, but there's a few rave worlds, and that was pretty much the only thing I would go to. Well, I can't probably join there. Had work to do. As I said, sheet fixes small issues with avatars, but I'll put it on my behind fluffy ear. Tuck it away for later. What if I distribute right now? That would probably be the easiest way to do this. Sort of. It's very close to being the easiest way to do this. Now I need to line up the edges. Need to take these ones. That's not the right way to do that. Okay. What we'll do is we're going to keep the middle right where it is. So I'll deselect the middle first. Move these down. We gotta just be a little bit more aggressive with it. Gotta move this down. No, really? This is tough. Okay. Here we go. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna take the fingers, select this loop right here. Right here. Awesome. I don't actually need the thumb for this. All right. Then we take the top loop. And we take the bottom. Should just be 4 vertices. And flatten those. Cool. All right, we're almost there. Actually, I should, while I have them, just distribute them. And really should have done the same for the top as well. That doesn't work because they're a ring. Do this because it's an edge, but not the top because it's ring. Okay, that's fine. And we can do this. Distribute. All right. Awesome. That is cool. That is really cool. Okay, so now we've leveled out the fingers, which is super cool. Let me back up 1 second. Invert. Just want to take the hand here, unpin it. Go back to the hand. Man, why am I so confused by this? It's just... Okay, we're gonna restart. You know you're doing it right if you have to do it 3 times. Okay. There's the edge. Make sure actually. Control plus. Perfect. Then select the hand again. Deselect. Ones. Distribute. Then here, here. There we go. Also, suddenly I get virtual hugs as well. We got on VRChat as well. This day can't get any crazier than that. Oh, well, good. How long have you been doing a VRChat, Skyfire? I don't like the way I'm doing this. Back up. Select the same edge before. Deselect these. Middle verts. Middle vertice. Meanwhile, just hanging out other furries in these days. Okay. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't. There we go. Flatten. Then distribute. Then missing one. Missing one. This one. Okay. Move that right there. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Now we can start distributing them lengthwise. All right. We've got it. Well, at least I give you a virtual high five, Skyfire. Boom. Boom. High five. Give all of chat a virtual high five. Double high five. Boom. Take that. Knock you right out of your seat. Okay. Now we have what we want. We've distributed each finger. From top to bottom. In here. Seems even though. Look very even. They're definitely not. That's okay. Now what we'll do is actually add the yeah, let's do that. Mark the seam. Add the hand. At the bottom of the hand. Take it. Flip it. Booped you right in the nose. Then we can turn on live unwrap and unwrap. Oh, after I messed up on the thumb. For the thumb, excuse me. Not too difficult to fix this. We actually need to rotate the geometry. I'm just going to delete it, actually. Maybe not. Maybe not delete it. Yeah, let's just delete it. Okay, we're going to delete this. Bring back the body. Into retopo one more time. And what I want is for let's do sharp actually. The middle here to connect with the side here. Like that. Okay. And then we can bridge this. Boom. 3 cuts. Bring it back. Give it the shrink wrap. I do want to give it the shrink wrap, but I don't want to affect any of the other pieces of the body. So we'll select the hand, pop it off, use the shrink wrap just on the hand. Make sure everything looks good. Apply that. Go back to the retopo. On the body, remove the shrink wrap and recombine. The main reason we wanted to do that was in order to get that loop wrap around properly. I'm going to smooth it out just a little. So we're getting a lot of stretching. Nice little smooth. Looks pretty good already, though. Okay. All right. Then we can run the cut up the hand again. Here. Boom, boom, boom. Mark that seam. And now we unwrap. The thumb does this thing. Does that. That thing. And we'll pin it. And I guess we can't straighten it. Not yet. Scooch over a little. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Struggling a little. That's okay. Struggle is important. You can join me on the struggle bus. That's where I live. I drive the bus. All aboard. Choo choo. It's a bus choo choo. It's really struggling. We couldn't afford a real bus, so we're just sitting in the back of a abandoned train car. Huh. Is there an extra piece of geometry on one of these fingers? feel like there must be in order for it to like this. I feel like they're lining up. So I'm not 100% sure why. This is connected here. About that's really weird. Bless the merge by distance function. Are we going nowhere and you're just making the sound effects? Exactly. We're all God's children and he left us in a hot car. Oh good, I'm not the only one finding a random extra geometry that shouldn't be there. Bless the merge by distance function. That's a tricky one. That one always gets a little funky. Yeah, I think it's a little hard to see, but this knuckle has an extra loop. Oh, or I have to redo the hand third time. I did say third time's a charm. I really kind of cursed myself with that statement. Let's first check how many loops there are here. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so it should be good. Here, there's 2 between each of the knuckles. So it should be fine. What I must have messed up is when I flattened the knuckle. I think I grabbed an extra loop of some kind. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, there's more geometry on this side than there's on this side. Making baubles for the jewelry on the Nova horns. I have a key and a planchette. What am I missing? I'm not really sure what a planchette is. If I'm being honest. Excuse me. It's a little piece that moves on a Ouija board. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. A Ouija board themed jewelry. Should do like a little tombstone, or a little finger bone, small little bones or something. Magic-y. A little Kit Kat. A potion. An orb to ponder. First you slap us, now you sneeze us. Is this revenge for all the beach balls? Indeed. Always revenge. Maybe a little Orby gem. Orbeez. refreshing what I need to do for this before making the course. It is the middle knuckle. Middle of the knuckle. If I can make that out, I'm in the right spot. So hard to tell. You know what would have been easier is if I had just simply selected these. This. I need to use more selections in the 3D space. Actually confirm what I'm grabbing. Yeah. So then I can just grab the bottom of these, flatten it out, and I know for sure where I stand on that. Ta-da. I shouldn't have gone down. This is so hard. Why? Why? This is the challenge. Middle knuckle. Middle. Excuse me. Okay, I think I actually have them lined up now. Yay. All right, that looks really clean now. We did it. Okay. Maybe. Most likely. Most likely we did it just now. But we won't know till the next step, which is go here. Select the hand. Hey, Zias X, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We're in the struggle part of the stream, trying to get this retopology done. But welcome. Let me know if you have any questions. Right now, we're just about to finish unwrapping the hand with my super secret method. It's not that secret. Mark the seam, grab the bottom, flip it, move it over, grab the top. Then we can do this. Clear. Boom, boom, boom. Mark those seams. Select and unwrap. Okay, that does look cleaner already. Yes, that's what I wanted to see. That's what wasn't happening last time, was the going to the other side with my selection. I want to be able to distribute these properly along the knuckle in order to just easily unwrap. And they line up. Look at that. Look how beautiful those fingers are. Well, they look kind of freaky, but look how good the unwrap of those fingers are. Freaky fingers. Unwrap again. All right, looking much better. Great. Frank. Unwrap that as well. All right. Excuse me. But now, if I go to the material view of the hand, we can see that because of how we unwrapped it, the UV map wraps perfectly around those cylinders. We're getting some stretching here, but we can fix that later. But basically starting from the fingertip and working our way up the hand in order to make these even. But most importantly is that from the knuckle to each fingertip, it's the same spacing. So if we wanted to put a gradient from the tip of each finger to the knuckle, we could do it super easily on our UV map with just a gradient image. Easy. Now from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Interesting. A lot of times I prefer having very, very square UV maps. If you look at the other UV maps we've made so far, so like the leg, it's my leg here. I prefer as straight edges as possible because then you eliminate a lot of, like, this is where the seam is on the thigh. You basically eliminate any sort of blurring that could happen just from a mismatch of the pixels. looks clean. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the same for the thumb. Now that we've set that up, also lines up the knuckles. Good. Now we need to fix our stretching that we're seeing in the little groove between the fingers. That's getting real fucked up right now. Look at them. See that the top of the knuckle should line up on all of them. So we're going to use that to our advantage. Let's just use these little points right here. Groovy. Groovy. That still looks pretty messed up. Still looks pretty messed up. Wonder why. Usually it looks a lot better. Too much resolution? Can I bring a Unity file into Blender? Not directly. No. not really. Unfortunately, that would make it a lot easier to work with. Um, you you can bring your any 3D model file. You can bring in textures. That's pretty much it. 3D models, textures. I think those are the only two things you can really bring from Unity into Blender. If you want, usually you can find your 3D models in your Unity project files, and then just import. Then go to Blender, find the file, just import it using Blender's import settings. Unity does have an add-on that you can get in order to export FBX files from Unity, but I've really struggled trying to use that before, so I don't really recommend it. All right. I feel like some improvements can still be made here. But overall, we've pretty much finished the hand. Now we get to do one of the fun parts, which is attach the arm to the hand. So all we need to do is clear the seam on this side, then select the whole chunk of arm and unwrap it. Hello, Zoom. Welcome. Welcome back. How's your evening going? Bad? I mean, wrecked in my game. Uh-oh. Are you playing Helldivers? No, smite this time. Smite this time. I feel like I have to yell that because it's capitalized with the boys. Boyfriend and I might pick up Helldivers this weekend. Okay, heck yeah. It looks fun. I've been seeing a lot of gifs of it lately. Helldivers is amazing. But I want to fight for the bugs. I don't want to fight against the bugs. They look friendly. Sounds like trader talk. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So there's scalies, avians, equines, canines. What are bug anthros? Friendly fire is on. Is there a term for bug anthros? I think I've asked this before. Might depend on the kind of bug. Insectoid. Because I know moths are quite popular. Crawlies. Scum. Exos. Oh my lord. Right here, please. Put the cursor right there. Put the cursor right there. You don't want it anywhere else. All right. That reminds me, I once made a VRC avatar based on Eastern Hercules beater. Oh, very cool. In the early 000s, there was an earwig therian that was frequently in a forum I was on. Interesting. Earwig Therian. What is that? Earwig. I know what an earwig is, but Therian? Therian trope. Gotcha. So it's more like otherkin type stuff. Interesting. Na, 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 na. I would like to see this beetle avatar, though. Yeah, feel free to share. That does sound cool. Corn! Show me your beetle! Mm-hmm. I have the files on this computer actually, but I can hop in VRC and take some screenshots whenever convenient. You can always post them in the Discord. Don't feel rushed to post. I was playing a tabletop-ish game, not too long to explain, and a prompt I had to answer on my character sheet was what my favorite insect was. Like, can you pick just one? Do you know roly-polies aren't insects? My favorite little... They're not even bugs. Can't call them bugs either. I feel like the group I'm speaking to is most likely to know the same fact. Oh, they are crustaceans. No, they're the same thing as crabs, right? Whatever are they again? Crustaceans. Yes, they're crustaceans, but so are butterflies. That I did not know. Did not know butterflies also fall into that as well. That makes them even more bizarre. Butterflies are already pretty freaking wild. Freaking wild, bruh. When you break down the whole of Insecta, it's pretty much all crustaceans. Interesting. I mean, people did think lobsters were bugs for a long time, so I guess they're onto something. Kind of the other way around, though. It makes sense. I guess just like there's that like kind of general thought like, oh, fish came onto land and then became life. So like we all kind of assume that all land animals have a very similar ancestor. But the reality is other creatures could have crawled up and evolved into other stuff too. It's crabs all the way down. Oh shit. I become crab again. I become a crab again. Kind of similar to how you technically can't define fish. True, true. We are the hagfish of mammals. Taxonomy gets pretty weird. It does. But it's good. I think it's good that taxonomy is weird. It'd be weirder if it wasn't weird. It'd be more disturbing if it wasn't weird. Depends on depends on your view of things, I suppose. Um, it did a fun video on the insect slash crustacean stuff. I can link it in the Discord for later. Educational funsies, if you like. Yeah, absolutely. I would be interested. All right, look at that. Look at that even spacing. Corner of the mouth is fucked, but that's okay. Always hard to get the corner of the mouth working right. Do that. Hey, Patrick Everard. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Right now we're working on some retopology of this character here. This is Vale, a deer Sona, and probably working for about another hour before the end of the day, but feel free to sit back, relax. Let me know if you have any questions. I think I want to cut the ear here. Well, if I'm going to run a seam here, I think I'd rather do it. Gonna unfold. It's got to unfold one way or another. I guess a cut along the top is actually preferable. Yes. Hell, welcome back, Sky. Hello, hello. This works. Yeah, we'll try that for now. Take it back. Undo that. I want it along here. So that way we get a more developed shun. Yeah. You're done retopologizing? Yes. Yes, we are. Well, I have a feeling there's some things we might go back and fix, but effectively, yes, we finished the majority of what we wanted to do. Always things I could go back and continue farting around with, but just got to call it sometimes. Yeah, I'm excited. Should be a good start. Sorry. There we go. I'm a little sleepy though. It's definitely feels like a Friday. Ready to rest, ready to relax. Got any big plans this weekend, Sky? Gonna help father cut apple trees tomorrow. Are you a small Victorian child? I'm not trying to pick on you. That's just the way that was phrased. Sounds fun. Funny. That's cool though. That'll be fun. Delicious apples. Except I just want to keep working on my school project. I mean, that's very studious of you. Not sure what Victorian means. It's like a old time. I must help father cut down the trees. Victorian is an era, so like a time period. Usually people say that when it's like an old Victorian ghost. Old Victorian child. Oops. I need to pin that. Distribute. Okay. That there. This right here. Well, no, I'm teaching father how to do it. Well, I'm the pro, so it's just telling them where to cut and how to cut and when to cut. Okay, heck yeah. I mean, that's the most ideal form of manual labor, making someone else do it. Well, I've done it enough. Now my arms hurt too much to even think of helping out. Do you guys have like a ranch or something? Sounds like you have a property of some sort. All right, I think that we got most of the body done at this point. Fruit farm. I planted a couple acres of fruit-bearing plants from 2011 to 2018. Wow, that's really cool. Huh, that's interesting. That's quite a varied. I'm so such a come from. I'm very much not a ranch person, but I did grow up around a lot of ranches when I was young. Can you, Sam, also help me with checking out the avatar issue since I don't know what is causing problems? My friend sent picture from issue. Yeah, if you post it in the VRChat channel in the Discord, I can definitely check out that picture. This is actually the object I'm most confident in. It'll come out the best. Yeah, it was my old life. Organic agriculture. Interesting. Did you not farm at this point then? Yeah, I will soon. He also shared files, but I can't make any sense about the problem. Gotcha. I think we'll delete the top of the hook. So I don't need to see it. It's going to be hidden beneath the body. And yeah, see what happens when we do it that way. Hooves are always weird unwrapping. They never really unfold nicely. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Left the farm because I couldn't do it anymore. Fed up with father and now physical problems due to work injury in another plant company. Going all in for 3D artist life. Well, good, good. I definitely hope can alleviate that any reliance on your manual labor. That can definitely be really rough. Well, I hope you're doing better now with your injury. Presently working with a lot of health professionals to figure it out to be able to work again. Good, good. Sent images now. Okay, perfect. Take a look. I think I'll redo this map one more time. um, gotcha. So this means that these are not merged. So your vertices, you have two chunks of geometry. So you've got the bean right here, and then they're not connected here. So there's probably a vertex here and here. Or no, you can't really see that color, blue on blue, but red pen here and here that you need to merge. Merging them will probably fix the issue, but I'm guessing that what you can do, a nice easy fix for issues like that, is so if I have two edges with the same amount of vertices, I can use something called bridge edge loops, and you can find that in the edge menu right here. Bridge edge loops. And you can just click that. Right now I have it set to merge, and that's probably what you'll want to use, but just to kind of show you, if I uncheck merge, you can see it just connects them. Most likely you'll want to use the merge option set to 0.5, and that should connect them exactly. And then I don't think there'll be any issues outside of that. But basically they have different weights. And that's why the weights are slightly different. So that's why it's tearing open. When you merge them, they won't even have the chance to come apart. But if there are toggles for things, I don't know if there's toggles to turn the beans on and off, probably not. But just keep in mind if there's anything else related to how the beans work, that may affect it, but I'm assuming this will fix it. Definitely make a backup copy. Always worth making a backup copy. It's a weird ass hoof, but it will work. It will work. Insect avatar. I just saw you post that. Yeah, charming. That's cool. Very satisfying. Bug. Bug. Okay, we'll leave the hoof for later. Something to quite like how that's unwrapping, but that's okay. This one can just be shrunk.
down to here. Fog. Almost there. Sorry, I'm definitely getting tired. I may end the stream a little bit early because it's Friday and I'm tired. It's Friday and I'm tired. It's Friday and I'm tired. Yeah. 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 Why did the front? Because I didn't cut it. I like big bugs, and I cannot lie, you other brothers can't deny when a bug walks in with those itty bitty legs and a round shell on its back, you get sprung. You're not wrong. Not wrong. I mean, all those bugs you hear outside screaming 24/7, you know what they're screaming about? You know what they're screaming about. Horny bugs. That's all they are. This time, new one. We'll call it. Building. Well, this one's super easy. Nice. I was kind of wondering how difficult this would be, but this has got to be one of the easiest items of clothing I've ever UV unwrapped. Awesome.
That's going to bake super well. Still trying to grasp why making it square makes it better. So the real fundamental aspect of making textures is, in my mind, is understanding that textures are a grid. They're a grid of pixels. And so by making really straight edges, I can ensure that I won't have any sort of issues when the engine samples a square. So for example, if I turn the UV map back on this image, we can see our texture here. If I scale it down, you can see how here I'm sampling. This is like the front of the dress right here. Make it a little bit bigger. So you can see this 2 right here. This 2 right here is getting sampled by the geometry. But the edges line up because it's a grid on a grid. Reduces stretching in some senses. It mostly reduces blurring. So especially for the body, you're attaching straight edges to straight edges rather than skewed edges and stretched edges merging together. So let me switch over to the body again. But here, like for example, the shoulder here, I have this seam on the top, this cut right here. And because it's straight edge, I know that these edges are meeting exactly, that the pixels are touching as you would want them to along that edge. Now, it's not true for everything. The neck has some differences there. But generally, it mitigates problems. Here's like the thigh is a good example where I can I know now because I've laid it out in this square shape that if I wanted to draw a line that went all the way around the thigh, I could just draw a straight line on my canvas to make that happen. So like here, I can literally just draw a straight line on my canvas and I know that it's going to touch because these are exactly in the same positions as the other ones, as the ones that they meet here, right on this edge. You'll still get a little bit of stretching, of course. There's no way to get rid of stretching completely when it comes to UV maps. But I find that doing it this way, I can ensure that where there are cuts, that I'm minimizing the amount of issues I'm going to have there. Because like a lot of time, let me unwrap this or unpin it and rewrap it. You get like this undulating kind of, looks more like skin. And you can look, if you see, look at this seam here. It's good for seams, exactly. And it's also very good for understanding how I can paint on this. So if I wanted like a gradient that started at the top or at the bottom and went all the way up, you can't see anything here because I turned this off. Started at the bottom and went all the way up. I know that I can literally just paint a gradient starting at the bottom and going all the way up. And it not only will it match exactly, but just gives me a really good canvas to start from. Yeah. As well, it does keep things quite square. So really your goal with UV unwrapping is to make really good squares. You're just trying to make even squares. You can see how all these are relatively even. You can see stretching like on the butt and stuff. Right here it stretches a little. But generally, it's even and straight. Yeah. If you've ever stretched canvas before over to make a painting or make a canvas for painting, you can kind of think of it like that. Or like your t-shirt, right? Like you're trying to make good shapes to like pull apart. Clothing is actually a very good way to get insight into how things can be, how you can take a flat bunch of flat things and make a 3D object. But in Blender, you're working the other way, right? You're taking a 3D object, making a bunch of 2D objects. But there's definitely a lot of similarities there. Excuse me. And it's kind of contentious within, I wouldn't say contentious, but within the 3D modeling community, some people really don't like working this way, and other people really like working this way. So it really just kind of depends on what you prefer. But there are a lot, like some people are like, oh, I hate having it mapped like this, and other people really like it, like myself. And then another thing too, so right here, this section is curved, and you can see how, but it's kind of like this corset, right? Or this part right here. Oh gosh, okay, yeah, right there. This part goes up. So if I straighten this out in here, where I know that this edge 0, and then this edge, if I keep those, if I know that I'm making them straight here, I know that I'm making something that actually conforms to my geometry. It's a little messy, but I could clean it up a little bit more. Some people don't modify those. It's like a mixture. It's a spectrum. Some people just slice it, unwrap it, rearrange them on the map, and they're done. And then other people, like me, go all the way to the other extreme, which is making it as square and as much of a canvas as possible. How's your UV map updating live when you move around the pinned parts? Anytime I do that, I have to unwrap again to see the results. So if you're in edit mode, right here in UV, you have this option for live unwrap. And basically that just constantly hits unwrap. So it just constantly runs that algorithm. Very handy. Very handy. I like using it. Sometimes it can betray you though, so just be careful using it because it can betray you. You know, you're working on something and it gets tweaked when you don't want it to get tweaked. So either pin things frequently or just be careful when you're using it. It is nice. It is nice. I do like it. I do have it on most of the time. But once you're done with your UV mapping, I definitely recommend turning it back off. Because even if you go in to like look at your maps and you adjust one thing, it can adjust islands or maps that you did previously. You're like kind of after playing catch up with yourself. Which can be frustrating. See, like not to draw out the point, but because I straightened out this segment here, which is this segment in here, this like kind of corset strip here, and the fabric that goes up and around. So here, that. I know that if I drew a straight line here, it would actually just follow this geometry, which I think is really nice if you're laying out certain patterns. Or you want like I want the text to follow this chunk of geometry. Then you can just make your UV map do that for you. Make it do all the hard work of conforming to the object just by setting up the UV map this way. But it's all kind of preference more than anything. You UVs think I was just sick a bit. Welcome, Golden. Well, welcome. Be sick with me as we do these UVs together. I'll probably be ending the stream in just a moment. But yeah, we're just kind of putting some final touches on here. I think you need to test it out and see how it behaves. I think I understand the concept. Thanks. Absolutely, Sky. Absolutely. Sorry, and this collar, also a good example. Because I straightened it out, you see that the UVs follow the geometry right on the top. Right here. Go this way. Boom. Which I really like. Because then if I wanted to add like some sort of, I don't know, metal piece on the top of the collar or some different geometry when I'm texturing it, it's good to go. I can just paint a straight line and it will go all the way around the collar. All right, y'all. I do think it is time for me to go ahead and end the stream here. There's a lot more to do, but I'm feeling a little bit pooped, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. It is Friday after all. I'm gonna end it a little bit early, just by 20 minutes or so. Ooh. But I thank you all for hanging out with me today and this week. It has been a good one, a busy, productive, and there's more to do. I have some work I'm going to do over the weekend. Maybe I'll stream a little bit of it. Some of it I can't stream publicly, so I might throw a stream in the Discord. We'll see. Potentially, if I do, I'll make a post about it. Gutting. I'm sorry, Golden. I know you just got here. Already, nice stream. Have a nice night. Same to you, Cornfather. And everyone out there. I hope you all have an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend, and we'll be back Monday for sure for a lot more fun stuff. Eben, enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Sky. Thank you. I will, and I hope you do too. Yeah, everyone out there, everyone that's lurking, if you're new here, definitely hit that follow and subscribe, because I'll be back soon. But I'm gonna go get some rest. I'm feeling extremely tired right now. So I'll catch you all later. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.